Hello, welcome back to Chair Yoga Plus. In many of our practices, we use the chair as a prop. We sit in it, we stand, we use it for balance. Today, we're going to use the chair. We're going to stay in the chair, but the prop is actually going to become your body as we work against our body weight. Join me for this practice of strengthening the body in the chair. Sit tall. Stack those shoulders over your hips. And let's just turn our head from side to side. Check in with your neck. Doesn't have to be far. Just want to get those muscles ready for our work today. And then maybe tilt one side and the other. Even the head can be a prop because it's heavy. And the more you tilt it, the heavier it's going to get. If you bring your head forward as you tuck your chin, it also gets heavy. And because the head is heavy and down, it's stretching the back of your neck. Bring the head back up. Take a nice breath. Let's get those hands down at our side. Inhale them up, keeping the hands up above your head. Reach out of one side, reach out of the other. Reaching away from the hips stay anchored, the feet stay anchored here. And by anchored, I mean pressing downward, being heavy in the lower part of your body, but light in the top side of your body. Let's wiggle those fingers and bring them down. Roll your shoulders. Doesn't matter which way, we're just moving through the shoulders here, because we're going to use the arms as a lever today. What does that mean? The closer the arm is to the body, the less heavy it is. The more you push it away from the body, it becomes heavier and becomes work. It's like lifting a weight out in front of you or off to the side. So keep that in mind as we practice today. We'll start with cat-cow. I'm going to turn a little sideways so you can see, watching my belly here. Sit tall, take a nice big inhale, and as you inhale, the energy goes upward, up through the spine, up through the muscles of the core body. And then as we exhale, we're going to pull the belly in, round everything forward, and drop our heads. Notice how heavy your head's going to get. Here we go. Exhale. Inhale as you come up. Now when you drop the head forward and it's heavy, it stretches out the muscles in the back of the neck, top of the shoulders. One more. Inhale tall, and let's roll those shoulders again. Now turn with me to the side of your chair. One foot steps to the side of the chair. I'm going to bring my thigh a little closer to the edge of the chair and take the outside leg back. Notice I'm getting it back as far as I can. I want you to feel the stretch in the front of that thigh. Just stay there for a moment, pushing the ball of the foot into the floor, lifting the upper body still, lifting it away from gravity, if you will, but the lower body stays heavy and anchored. And then we'll take the outside arm and just hold it in at your side here. Just notice how much work you have to do just to hold the arm here. And then let's send it forward. And notice how the arm starts to get a little heavier as you lean out over the side leg. And we draw it back. It's subtle. It's not a big change. We can add to that a little lift. So as the arm comes out, we lift it up and take the gaze up, bring the arm down and in. Give that a try. One more. Now keep this back leg pretty straight. It's not going to be perfectly straight because we are in the chair, but take this outside arm back to the thigh or touch the calf, and you're just leaning back now, getting a little back bend. You also can put your hand on the chair for this. Either way, just kind of feel that the spine is now going in a back bend. Look up. And again, the head's going to be heavy, so keep the chin slightly tucked. And then release that. Release that leg in, and let's just work the shoulder here. We take the hand forward. As we bring it back, we keep the elbow close to the body and look over our shoulder. Working now into the ribs. One more time, let's twist a little deeper here, sit a little taller, and then release it, circle the arm. And then bring the arm forward, turn the palm out, and let's circle it back and down. And then turning to the front, let's keep the knees wide, thighs on the corners of the chair, and just shift your weight now side to side in the chair. And then heel toe those feet parallel, bringing the knees forward, and continue now to shift your weight and see how that feels. And then take one foot out just a little bit to the front of your mat, if you're using a mat. You can have shoes on, it all works. We're going to draw up just like we did in our cow position, and we're going to lean a little forward. Notice how this shifting of the weight changes the pressure in our hips. Now on this next one, shift your weight into your feet and push up through the heels of your body. And then slowly lowering yourself back down. Touch the chair if you want, making sure it's there. We're not putting any pressure into our hands. And we'll come up and we'll sit back down. Now I want you to use the arms as you do this. So cross your arms very gently right here, and you're going to push the arms forward and lift them up, and then back and down. Now if you want, on this next one, we can push ourselves right out of the chair. Keep the eyes up, lift the arms, lower the arms, and lower the body. Continuing with this, perhaps we send the arms all the way out and down. Which is easiest for you here today? And then rest. Take a few breaths. Now we had one foot forward. Now we're going to bring that one back parallel. And we're going to take the other foot out and just do a couple here. You can use crossed arms. You can use straight arms. Go where you can today. Draw the belly in. Exhale and come on up, and then lower yourself back and down. Come on up and lower yourself back down. And just that little bit of practice has strengthened your legs a little, strengthened your core using your body weight. Let's go to the other side, stepping out. And again, we send this outside leg back as far as we can. Get that stretch in the front of the hip. Push the ball of the foot into the floor. Now, if you have sneakers on, this might not be as comfortable. So do the best you can. You can actually place the foot down if it's necessary, just so that you keep safe. We sit tall and we send the arm out and in. Just that little bit of movement again. To the side now, over this side leg. Support yourself with the opposite hand. And then adding to this, maybe we lift it up, bring it back in, lift it, bring it back in. And follow the hand with the eyes. That'll give your neck a little work. We always want to look to where we're going. So this is good practice for that. And then bring the knee in and let's just circle that arm. And reverse it. And bring it down, turn to the front. Nice wide knees here also. And again, rock side to side. Now step one foot in and take the other foot out to the side at an angle, but keep the upper body facing forward as we come into side angle here. So we can place a hand here or our forearm for a deeper stretch. And then the other arm comes up. Start at first to bring it up, lengthening the side body, and then slowly bring that hand over your head. So it's now facing or pushing off to the side of the chair. And bring it back and up. Now keep the upper body at this nice angle and just move the arm. Notice how the arm is pulling on these side muscles a little bit. Bring it up. Working those muscles. And back. One more. Hold it here. Breathe in, breathe out. And on your next inhale, let's lift up and release it down. Did you notice that? We're going to turn to the side once again. This time we're going to keep this outside leg slightly bent. And we're going to rise up out of the chair even in this position. Using the arms come up. And we push into the feet and lift out of the chair. And then we carefully lower ourselves back and down. Now, if you're not lifting out of the chair, that's okay. You're going to squeeze your glutes and you're just going to lift the upper body. You're going to feel that sensation of the upper body rising as you lift and lowering as you go down. So here, use the core muscles, or here, still using core muscles, but working a little bit more against gravity. And down, and turn to the front once again, and just kind of balance things out with this little rock, heel toe the feet in. So we'll take side angle on this side. So one leg goes out to the side, and it might just be here, doesn't matter. What we're working is the side body, right? So we support ourselves on this side, and we're going to take the opposite arm up and just open up through side body here. Just notice how that feels. Feel again, working against gravity. And then we'll side angle here, reaching over our head and back up. And then lean the body here at an angle. Keep the body there and just move the arm. And notice how the arm is doing the work here because it's heavy and it's over your head. And so it pulls on these side muscles here. And as long as it's not painful, it's good work for those muscles. Those are the muscles that move the ribs. Those are the muscles that connect the upper body to the lower body. Hold it over your head here just for a couple breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. And then come back up and we'll turn to the side once again. And we're going to squeeze the glutes and lift the upper body as we lift the arms and down. So again, you can stay in the chair. You're still doing the work. You're still pulling these muscles towards midline. And if you want more, you rise up, push through the feet. But you continue to use the core to help you here. I'll do one more like this, in the chair or out of the chair, and then we stay turning forward. Let's bring the feet together but the knees apart and squeeze those inner thighs. And let's give the hips a little break here now. So again, I'm going to turn a little sideways. I'm going to lift one leg, lace your hands around the kneecap. And let's start with the ankle and just circle the big toe. See how that feels. As you sit here, I just noticed myself leaning back. Let's pull those chests forward towards that knee, lifting against gravity. And now keep the foot still and move the whole leg with the hands. And if you want, the hands can be behind the thigh, doing the same work here. Go in the other direction. And then lower that leg down. Let's go to the other side. So again, behind the thigh or over the kneecap, circle the toes. And circle them in the other direction. And then let's circle the whole leg. And circle in the other direction. And then bringing that foot down. Once again, we just sit tall here, drawing the upper body up, squeeze the glutes and release, squeeze and release. And one more release here would be to circle. So we lean a little forward to one side, all the way around. Just shifting hip to hip, back, forward, sideways, and go in the other direction. You can just rock here too. It's all good. It's just a nice release. And now we're going to turn once again to the side of the chair and send the other leg back. And we're going to take that arm out, pull it back, look over your shoulder. Now stay here and open both arms. As you reach the arms out, away from each other, notice what happens in the core of the body. Do you feel that rise? Bring them in, push them out. Bring them in. Notice what's happening in your core. Stay here, palms down, and then release it and bring that foot in and the other foot right to center. And a few rocks here before we go to the other side. When you're ready, step to the other side, extend that outside leg back, send this arm forward, and this time draw back the elbow, look over your shoulder, and extend it. Stay here, extend the arms, and release the arms, extend the arms, release, extend and hold. Take a couple breaths. Exhale and release it down. Step that foot in, come back to the front of the mat. Sitting tall here. So coming about the middle of your chair for this next series of movements, we're going to take one hand out wide and the other hand out wide. Now remember, they're heavy, so if you need to bend the elbows, that's okay. But if you can, nice long arms, step one foot to the corner of the chair and the other foot to the corner of the chair. Breathe in, and then we'll bring the hands back to the belly, bring the feet in. Out, out, in. Sitting tall. Good, and release. Keep the feet wide. Let's drop a shoulder into the center and back up. Now as you bring the body forward, it too becomes heavier. That's why we support ourselves with our hands. And then come all the way up. Heel toe those feet back to center. Adjust your seat and come to your mountain pose. Working with the arms, again, we're going to take the arms out and make little circles. And circle in the opposite direction. Palms are up, palms are down. Palms are up and we'll pat the air, working the arms a little bit more. And then turn the palms down, pat the air down. And then release. As you release right there, what I had a funny sensation is that the air was heavy, resisting my arms coming down. How about you? See if you notice that. Let's take them out. Palms up, pat the air. Palms down. And now release and see if you don't feel that sensation that you're working against the air underneath your arms. Roll the shoulders. Let me know in comments, did you have that sensation? Or was it just me today? Roll them back and down. And then we sit back a little bit more in our chair and we rock side to side one more time. And then we'll lift one leg, holding it tight into the body. Bring the chest closer to the knee. And maybe as we release it, we cross it over and take a deep twist in the direction of that leg. Pressing into the thigh or the chair, lifting those ribs, looking over our shoulder. A few more breaths here. On an exhale, slowly unwind, release head, shoulders, arms, turn forward. Let's try it on the other side. So we bring the knee in, we lift the chest towards that knee, really sitting taller, keep the chin neutral. And then as we release it down, we cross it over and we take our hands to the side and turn in that direction. On your next exhale, release the head, the shoulders, and the arms. Uncross your feet, lift your heels, lift your toes. And we'll heel toe the feet apart to the corners of the chair again. And we'll fold forward, keep the back neutral, chin neutral, and then round up into cat. And really roll through it. See if you can't find that. Here's your neutral spine. Now let's tuck the chin, round the back, drop the shoulders forward. And then as you roll up, stack them, stack the spine. Bring the shoulders back and down and lift your head. Nice and slow so that you get the feel of the sensation work in your spine. Let's do it one more time. Beautiful. The head is heavy. Let's tilt. Stretching out one side of the neck, tilt, stretch out the other side. And then bring it back to center. Heel toe the feet in. Lift your heels and hold. Put pressure in the ball of your foot. Keep the heels lifted. Lift the arms. Remember those heavy arms. Take the hands up and down. Up and down. One more. And as the arms come down, the heels can come down. And the feet are once again flat on the earth, carrying some of our weight from our legs. Take a nice breath here. And then one more time, let's take those arms up. This time, bring them behind your head. Keep the elbows out to the side and look up. And then as you come back to neutral, push the arms out, bring the head forward. Let's do it again. Up, behind your head. Start to look up. Stretch to the front of the neck now. And push the arms out and come back to neutral. Inhale, exhale, inhale as you look up. Exhale and release it back to center. One more time. And release the arms down. Let's take one arm across our chest and make a fist and release it. And then stretch them out in opposite directions, other side. And out to the side and down into our mountain pose. Rest your hands on your thighs. Keep the chest lifting, shoulders down your back. Maybe scoot back a little bit more in your chair and feel the sit bones in your chair. Glance down or close your eyes for a moment. Notice the heaviness of your body. So all throughout the day, as we walk, reach, climb stairs, we're working against gravity, and it's the body that's providing the resistance, the weight, if you will. And lifting the arms and lifting the legs is work. So we practice our yoga to keep those muscles healthy, strong, and flexible. Rub the hands together and cover them over your face and let the energy just kind of release the facial muscles here. And then open your eyes and bring your hands back to your heart and bow to your body for its fabulous work today. So what did you think? Did you get a workout staying in the chair and working with the body's resistance today? Again, let me know with a comment or two, how did you do today? Don't forget, subscribe so that you get the next video. Namaste.